This is Plein Art Studio, and today I am starting a new painting. I've been camping in this one spot, and it took a while. It took a couple of weeks for me to get settled down to focus on what I wanted to focus on, which is this area right here. So I'm taking this little frame reference I have and seeing like where, I got to get the cooler out of the way, but right where that stump is, and then all the way, everything you can see that's in here in this frame. So then when I'm working on this, I have an idea. Well, that's exactly why it's all blue, because I was way off on proportions. So just doing a preliminary drawing and sketch of where things are before I start working with the oil paintings. I start with putting down, using the Winsor, or using some kind of drawing. I like to use like the Winsor marker to draw out the preliminary, but because what happened was see the stump, I'm way over here in my picture frame reference. The stump is way over here in the corner. So you could see I was way off. So I painted this all blue. It's acrylic. And then I'm going to go back in with another to draw again. I might go over this again with another, do green on the bottom to kind of get this so it's more faded, and then but I might be able to do it. So this is so right now I'm just getting the drawing now that I figured out what I want to draw. So it's going to be this whole section right here. All right, and I'm getting started on it. So the next thing is okay. This tree stump was here, so I'm using it as a little palette. So, okay, where's that pen marker? So when you're drawing your picture out, you just got to keep working it out until it gets to where you notice, oh wait, that's way off. And then you want to just make adjustments and see what's going on. So then if you make a mistake, you can use acrylic to just put a color that's going to be a color that I'm going to use, like the sky color. Now, this isn't the exact sky color, but I'm just kind of getting down. I'm kind of taking out these, the drawing that isn't right, because I was way over too far. And then I realized I didn't realize, so it's very confusing. So now I'm making a kind of fading out what I did so I can go over and make it so that the stump is over here, and then I got my section of trees here, and then I have this one tree that's going up, so that may be right, but and then there's these bushes right here, and then see how these trees are 1, 2, 3, and then there's a space and a rock, and then there's another tree, and then there's the stump. And so those are the things that, and then how far is it going to go up in your painting? So when I look through my reference frame, I can see exactly how far up how much of the tree I'm going to be getting. If I didn't have it, I would be trying to put the whole tree in. So having some structure really helps. And then if you if your drawing is off and you can't fix it, the way to do that is to take an acrylic color and then just thin it out as much as you can, and watercolor base. You can also use watercolor, and then just kind of faded out, and then you might want to put another coat on. I could put green down here because of the grass, or I could put brown. I could put a patch of brown and then a green, and then another thing of blue, and then I'll go back in and draw it now that I see where I was off in this sense, so that it's not off, but if you look at it, my tree stump is way over there when I got to get this section in. So that's what's going on. And what's next? So let me get some brown. I'll do it now. All right. I need to get a tripod, so until then, that's okay that my water's blue. Okay. Okay, so let me just kind of get this out. See how there's a mound of dirt right there? So let me see if I can just... Sometimes you can even just let it do this and let it dry, or pat it. This. I'm trying to see the slope of the ground and everything. Is there anything so I can emphasize and kind of build it up? There's a little bit of... See how that looks like a patch of rocks? And then... So I could indicate that the stump is here. Okay. And then see how there's this little space between, so that's the distance. Right there. I want to make this from the tree stump. It's just an indication, but there's like a triangle right there. So you want to make that, position it about right there. And it is a little bit curvy, so, and it kind of goes up and then it slopes. Kind of go up, kind of goes up and then it slopes. Okay. Let's see, and then there's a rock right there. There's a rock. I'm just going to shadily indicate that. And then there's that big tree in it. I'm just going to make it a little smaller than it was. If something drips down, you just kind of brush it out. Okay. And then, all right, so I kind of got an idea of where the tree is, but it wasn't correct. So I'm looking at the distance between here and there. And there's that rock right there. So all right. So, okay, the next tree is going to be the second tree because I got this tree. All right. All right. And that tree has a little bit, see how I tried to do it right here? So, there. Okay, this. And then okay. So when you get a drip, just kind of brush it out and pat it. Just like that. And then it's a bunch of bushes over here. And then this tree's in the back. So you use the drips to your advantage. See how it's dripping? And then just kind of... And then I got the trees in the background with the sky. So I'm going to just put a little indication that there's some trees back there. And there's a big tree right there. So I'm going to put that in right here. Okay. Okay, so that's what's going on. And I'm going to keep working on this and building it up. The next thing I'll do is just keep building up and then bringing out the details. So if you can see that it looks like a bunch of, you can emphasize what that looks like. When you pull it away, you can start to emphasize like this right here. This spot right here is like a rock. And so I would take a thing and kind of emphasize that maybe those are rocks, and then take a look at what is here. And then emphasize that. It's just a bunch of grass. It's not so much rocky, so I'm going to build up, patches of grass in here. Or, you can make it real smoother. But it's, you can do whatever you want because it's your painting. All right. That's what's going on. This is the new painting, and I'm calling it, well, right now it's, I don't have a name for it. So, all right, XO.